Every time I speak, I want the truth to come out. And even if I get in trouble, you know what I'm saying? Ain't that what we're supposed to do? I'm not saying I'm gonna rule the world or I'm gonna change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world.
I was like a big fan of his. When you say Tupac, he was like, you know what I'm saying, the Marvin Gaye rap to me.
I just want to ask the question, who really cares?
Tupac cares if nobody else cares.
Soul singer Marvin Gaye, whose career spanned over 25 years, including the birth of the Motown sound to the 80s, was shot to death yesterday in Los Angeles. Dick Shoemaker reports.
69-year-old Marvin Gaye Sr. was taken to police headquarters in downtown Los Angeles last night after being booked on suspicion of murder in the death of his son. Marvin Gaye was visiting his parents' home here in Los Angeles. There was a family argument. The singer was shot in the chest. A little while later, Marvin Gaye died.
Marvin Gaye Sr. armed himself with a handgun and fired several shots, wounding Marvin Gaye Jr. Marvin Gaye Jr. was taken to California Hospital where he was pronounced dead from gunshot wounds at 1 o'clock this afternoon.
What can I say? It is a tragedy. I love Marvin, and I'm very sorry what happened.
Family and friends were shocked and wept openly in the wake of the killing, and a crowd gathered in front of the Gaye home. Police say the singer and his father started arguing over insurance matters Saturday night, resuming the argument Sunday. Marvin Gaye Sr. is expected to be arraigned sometime this week.
My blessings actually outweigh all of the negative things that have occurred in my life, and it's that fact that probably makes me happiest of all. I know somebody up there loves me.
Brother, 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 25. There's far too many of you dying.
I remember Marvin Gaye used to sing to me. He had me feeling like black was the thing to be. And suddenly the ghetto didn't seem so tough. Yo, YouTube, what up? It's your homie Gab, I'm in the building. And this is MAKAVELI Media. You hear Tupac showing love, giving respect to the one and only Mr. Marvin Gaye. And that video clip I played for you, you hear Orlando Anderson say Tupac was the Marvin Gaye of our generation. Oh, trust and believe, Orlando Anderson was not the only person to ever say that. I just find it personally ironic that Orlando Anderson would say that, because that says two things to me. Whether or not he killed Tupac Shakur, he understood the social significance and the global impact Tupac had on society. He understood who Tupac was and what Tupac represented. There was a point in the 90s where some people actually used to say that Death Row Records was the new Motown Records of our generation. Now, Death Row was good. Death Row was damn good. But Motown was on some other shit. Motown had the Temptations, the Supremes, Smokey Robinson, Stevie Wonder, the Jackson 5, yeah, with the young MJ, yeah, that dude, and Mr. Marvin Gaye. No doubt about it, Suge wanted to be Berry Gordy. And at his height, Marvin Gaye was the biggest star on Motown, just like Tupac was the biggest star on Death Row. So in a sense, Tupac was the Marvin Gaye of Death Row Records. But yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, that's some big boy shit right there. But you know, Marvin Gaye at his height was the biggest star on the planet, black or white. Marvin Gaye had commercial hits. Marvin Gaye was a ladies' man. The women went crazy. Marvin Gaye used to do all-female concerts. He said, I only want to see all girls at the show. And fellas would let their women go out. They would stay at home. Girls would go crazy. Marvin Gaye had that kind of cachet. Marvin Gaye also grew up and was there during the whole civil rights movement. He experienced racism. He saw the rise and fall of Dr. Martin Luther King. He saw Malcolm X. He saw the beginning, the grassroots beginning of the Black Panthers. He witnessed a lot of things. He witnessed the struggle. And he wanted his music ultimately to reflect that. And that caused a lot of conflict with the record labels he was with at the time. Because, like I said, he was known for making people feel good with his music and party songs and, pop anthems, R&B anthems. But Marvin wanted to talk for and to the people. In my opinion, his most powerful piece of work was the album, What's Going On. A lot of people would compare this album because of the social significance and the political awareness on this album to Tupac's MAKAVELI. Death Row didn't want Tupac to put out MAKAVELI. They should wanted Tupac to do a whole battle album, a whole diss album. But no, Tupac wanted to take it back to his revolutionary beginnings. Kind of like what he planned when he first started. It was strange because, like Tupac, Marvin Gaye had an attempted assassination on his life. And this drove him to become very paranoid. His family and friends would say he would walk around in a bulletproof vest. He would talk about death all the time. He was saying he was going to die. Sound familiar? A lot like Tupac. Marvin Gaye became scared of the music industry. He was scared of the government coming to get him. He just knew that somewhere down the line, something or someone was going to be waiting for him. He could feel it. And I think people like Marvin Gaye and Tupac, we say they visionaries, but you better believe they visionaries because the key word is vision. They can see things coming. And it's strange because just like Tupac, Marvin Gaye had become that of a troubled soul. It's rumored and often speculated that he was suicidal at times in his life and would straight up tell his friends that he wanted to die. Does that sound familiar? But back to Marvin Gaye's What's Going On album. This came at a time where, like I said, artists wasn't making songs like this. And on that album, the title track, What's Going On, is a complete masterpiece. It is a complete time capsule of what was going on when he made the song. It's incredible. It's timeless. He's talking about, everything that we still go through to this day. He just painted a beautiful picture and framed it and stamped it, and it's preserved. Does that sound familiar to you? Did you just see changes be the face and the voice of a whole movement over the pandemic and become a battle cry for social injustice? Yeah. The similarities are definitely there. Two artists that we hold near and dear to us forever that respectively became bigger than their genre. who will continue to inspire generations to come. That's deep. Anyway, I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to sub to the channel. This is MAKAVELI Media. It's been a pleasure as always. I'm your homie Gab. I'm signing off. I'm about to hit y'all with the peace.